Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the nationalist politics in South Africa. There are two main political parties. First one is the Unionist Party, which was mainly British, and the South Africa Party, which had largely Boers. Boers means Afrikaners. The first Prime Minister Botha belonged to the South African Party, ruled in cooperation with the British. But a militant section of the South African Party formed National Party under Hertzog. In 1920 election, the National Party gained 44 seats. The South African Party, now led by Smuts, secured 41 seats. At this juncture, the British dominated the Unionist Party merged with the South African Party. This gave Smuts a majority over militant Afrikaners controlled National Party. Next one is the racist policy against the British. The Afrikaners pursued a harsher racist policy towards the blacks and the minority Indians. In 1923, an act was passed to confine the native residents to certain parts of towns. Already, an act of 1913 has segregated black and white farmers, which made it impossible for the blacks to acquire land in most parts of the country. The 1924 election were won by the National Party with the support of the labor movement, composed mainly of white miners. Let us see about apartheid in South Africa. Apartheid, which means separateness, became racial policy of the National Party in 1947. From 1950 onwards, the series of laws came to be enforced. The whole country was divided into separate areas for the different races. Marriage between the white and non-whites was forbidden. Nearly all schools were brought under the government control so that education different from that of the whites could be implemented for Africans. Apartheid is based on the belief that the political equality of whites and black in South Africa would mean black rule. The ANC, which fought the practice of racism, was banned and its leader Nelson Mandela was put behind bars. Mounting pressure at the global level helped to end the racist regime in South Africa. In 1990, the ban on ANC was lifted and Mandela freed from 27 years. In the election held subsequently, the Africans were allowed to vote and ANC won the election and Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. Next one is European colonization and its impact. In the 16th century, when the Aztecs were the height of their power, the whole empire collapsed before a handful adventurers led by a Spaniards named Hernan Cortes. Mexican civilization collapsed, with the great city of Tenochtitlan also perished. This is one of the world's worst genocides. The other famous conqueror was also Spaniards by name Francisco Pizarro, who led the conquest of the Incan Empire. Later, the Spaniards made Peru a part of their dominions. Impact of Napoleonic invasion of Spain and Portugal. The American and French Revolution provided inspiration to the Latin Americans. The Napoleon invasion of Spain and Portugal in 1808 quickened the process of liberation struggle in South America. Already, the spirit of independence was growing under the leadership of Simon Bolivar, called El Liberator, the Liberator. In case of Brazil, the Portuguese royal family, in the context of conquest of Portugal by Napoleon, fled from Lisbon and thereby assisted the transition of Brazil from colony to independent nation. Pedro first, renouncing the claim of the Portuguese throne, declared the independence of Brazil. Next one is the Monroe Doctrine. The fight for independence intensified when Napoleon fell in 1815. But Monroe, the President of USA, came up with his famous Monroe's Doctrine, which declared that if Europeans interfered anywhere in America, north or south, it would amount of waging war against the United States. This threat frightened the European powers. By 1830, the whole of South America was free from European dominion. Next, we have to learn about disunity among Latin American nationalists. Latin American nationalists fought not only Spain and Portugal but also each other. In 1821, Central America seceded from Mexico. Later, Central America itself split into 5 republics. Uruguay split from Brazil in 1828. Uruguay split from Brazil in 1828. In 1830, Peninsula de Ecuador seceded from Gran Colombia, the republic created by Bolivar. Next, we have to learn about the Great Depression in South America. Latin America protested American intervention and disliked their dollar imperialism. Latin America protested American, disliked their dollar imperialism. The opposition to political intervention produced a change in US policy after 1933. Franklin D. Roosevelt, in his Good Neighbor policy, Franklin's policy was called as Good Neighbor policy, agreed that US would not intervene the internal affairs of any state and would give economic and technical assistance to Latin America. Thank you, students.